Hello everyone and welcome. My name's Feldin and I'd like you to join me on an adventure. So here we are up at the Six Ashes store, and if we run around the back here I'll tell you a little bit about what's going on. So we're about to undertake an interesting adventure here, literally in the sense of it's the beginning of my journey down the rabbit hole that is YouTube Let's Play videos. And in the farming simulator sense, it's a journey that we're taking from here in Six Ashes over to Poland. And we're going to be packing some of this stuff up here today onto these lorries and this little flatbed thing, and we're going to head over there. But let me tell you a little bit more about what's going on. So, as I said, my name's Feldin, and I'm the owner and operator of a small company by the name of Feldcorp Logistics Services. And we offer a number of sort of farming services and logistics support, stuff like that. And our geoscience division has been out in Poland. They're called Feldspar Geology. Science rocks! And like I said, they're in Poland. They've been taking some soil samples and trying to see what opportunities there are to help the people in the area with precision farming. And in the course of that, they've highlighted a sort of business opportunity for us. There's a farm out there that's fallen into some pretty severe debt, and we've come to an arrangement with the banks over there to try and help them out and actually save the farm for them. But we'll get into a little bit more of that probably when we get over there. So we should start getting some of this loaded up. As you can see, we got some chemicals, some fertilizer, tanks of fertilizer there, and some pallets of lime here, and a few hay bales just to help pad it all out, a couple of sprayer and a tank for it there, and we're taking over this lovely little Lindner Unitrack. It's a fantastic little vehicle, very, very versatile with all the different back options, some of which we'll probably have shipped over later on. But we're also waiting on one more piece of equipment. It's a vehicle that should be getting delivered fairly soon. It belongs to a friend of mine and a fellow entrepreneur in the farming services sector. He goes by the name of MrSealyP. Some of you may have heard of him. And his Land Rover's on its way over here. We've been talking to him as he's undertaken a project in Rassvet over there in Ukraine. And we're sort of invested in his project a little bit, and as part of that, we're going to help him transport his Land Rover over there, because we're obviously taking this stuff to Poland. The area we're going to be in is directly on the border with Ukraine, so we're going to shuffle some stuff across for him and see what we can do. So these people up here at the New Holland dealership have been very kind. They've loaned us a tractor in there, and they've also got a forklift or telehandler around here somewhere. There is. So we'll get that, and we'll start loading up some of the stuff here and get ready to move out. Okay, so I think first we'll start getting the low loader loaded up here. Or not low loader? Flatbed? No, the trailer thing. So I'll just borrow their tractor here, and we'll head over and start with this little Amazon sprayer. That's a lovely little unit, this, and of course I come around the wrong end of it, don't I? I'm terrible at loading these things. Yeah. They always put it the wrong way around for me. So pop that up here, connect it up, and let's run it over here quick, up onto this. Now, like I said, part of what's been going on over in Poland is we found this farm that got into a fair amount of debt, unfortunately, and a lot of their property and machinery as well has been sold off to try and cover most of that debt. Unfortunately, there's still even more. It's a pretty dire situation they've got themselves in there, and we're going to try and help them out and get. Oh, and there's the Land Rover. Perfect timing. It's MrSealyP's there. We'll get that loaded up into one of those box trucks at the back there, and get moving on pretty quick. Okay, so let's toss that out the way. get these little things off for now. We're going to need them in a minute to strap some of this stuff down a bit more. And, yeah, so hop in this. Okay, just see if we can get this in here. Now, it's going to take a little bit of time, but I'll probably pop some music on here and get a little bit of a time lapse going, I think. But nothing too difficult. Yes. If there we go. I forget one thing I do have loaded is the what do you call it mod? Manual attach. Still getting used to using that, but that's a fantastic little mod, really helpful. It sort of adds a bit of realism to things. So let's just pop this up here, hop up, grab this, and sort of unorthodox some of this, but you know, we've got to try and strap this all down as best as we can. That way it won't fall off all over the place when we're driving across Europe. Okay, should be good enough for now. Next thing to do is try and get this trailer, this field bin on. Okay, open this up. Okay, and what I will do is get the Land Rover out of the way. Okay, so take this over here. And let's see, we'll put this up the back here, and this one. See if we can back this. Oh god, can't see out that side. Yeah, let's turn around this way. Ah, that's not much better. Okay, let's have a look. Oh dear, got that all wrong, haven't I? Yeah, sometimes the first person view doesn't always go as planned. But let's shuffle this in, get right the way over there. Lovely. Okay. Let's just get along here. There we go. Edge out. And get back to the tractor over here. See what's going on. Hopefully we've got enough space to manoeuvre all this stuff. So this field bin, it would help if I actually raised that field bin as well, wouldn't it? Basically just dragging it across the floor there. It's not the smartest thing to do, but I never claimed to be a smart person, I suppose. Okay. Carefully try and back this up. Yeah, it's not quite going to fit on the ramp going up here, but it does actually fit because we got the extensions on it. To try to line that pipe up with the sprayer on the back, because they are going to basically help each other. Yeah, it's a little bit off to the side. Oh, that's well off. Well, yeah, if anyone needs someone to help load a truck, as you can see, I am not the best at it, so you probably want to find someone better than me. But I think we might have it this time. It's fairly straight. Oh, it's so straight we got stuck. Just enough to get it over that little hump, possibly. Oh dear, that's not supposed to happen. We will get there eventually. There we go, I think that's good. Okay, if we try dropping that down now. Perfect. Okay. Take these wires and PTO off. And next, yes, we're going to have to get this in there as well. So we'll take the little front tank here and pop it in one of the trucks. It's a handy little setup this, because it's a pretty cheap sprayer and front tank pair, and it's definitely going to help us with precision farming when we get over there, because obviously we're going to miss that ramp as well. Obviously we're not going to have a lot of equipment. It sounds like, from what I've been told, why am I not getting in there? The farm that we're going to has... Am I getting the... Oh, I know I tried this earlier and had no problem pushing this thing in. Ah, there we go. Lovely. Yeah, so the farm has not got a lot of equipment left. They actually don't have any land either. The land that they did have had to be sold off along with basically all their equipment. So they could try to repay some of the debts. And you know, part of what we're doing with them is, you know, we made a bit of a deal with the bank to essentially take over the farm and absorb the debt. We don't actually have the finances directly to cover it, but what we do have is sort of the resources to help them out, as well as you know, sort of the whole precision farming thing that's going on over there. You know, we're going to basically just try and help them sort of get back on their feet in a way. But until they can, we at least have the sort of collateral of our business to sort of secure the debt and totally ruin that. No, and at least stop the foreclosure on their final piece of property. So that's definitely, you know, a good thing. You know, it's a fairly big debt. I think it's about €1.25 million, possibly. You know, we'll check for certain when we go over there. I've got all the details laid out, obviously, but I could have actually gone a bit further back. But yeah, so yeah, we'll get the details out, get it all hashed out a bit more once we get over there. But yeah, it's looking at I think it's about 1.2 million, something along those lines. And you know, with any luck, we can help them with that. Essentially, the deal we made with the banks is they won't foreclose, and we'll take over the farm and sort of basically try and get it all fixed for them. And I'm pretty sure we're not going to have too much problem doing that. It's mostly just a case of you know, helping out the family there that own it, and you know, see what we can do. Okay, so that's all strapped down and pretty much ready to go. So I'll hop in here, get the ramps raised up. Hopefully nothing's going to come off. There we go. And we'll send that one on its way. Obviously, since this is a much bigger sort of load than the other two trucks, this will take a slightly different route across Europe. We'll send that off first to get on its way once we've got everything else loaded up here, and yeah, we'll be good. So yeah, I'll carry on with that, and we'll probably have a bit of a time lapse around about now, since I think we've got most of the chat out of the way. So I shall catch up with everyone fairly soon. Okay, so there we are. Looks like everything's pretty much loaded up now. So we just park this back in here. Turn that off. Wander around here. Grab the tractor. Pop that back in the showroom for them. And thank them very much for their the loan of their equipment. And I think we'll stop it right there. Oops. Okay. Cheerio, Six Ashes. I'll bid you a fond farewell, and we'll get these lorries on the road. So let's see now. Close up this one. Back it out the way just a little bit here. This one. Same thing. Get this one ready to go. Okay, there they go, headed off. We are getting things underway here. So, I just need to finish prepping these last two trucks, just giving them safety checks and whatnot, and then we'll be on the way. That'll be it for Six Ashes. We'll head on down the road and get to the southeast of England, take a ferry. We'll probably go in the Channel Tunnel over to France there, and then onwards down to through Germany, I think, and then across Poland and down to where we are. So let the travel commence. And here we are, everyone. We finally made it to Poland, over to Lubelska Dolina. And yeah, got here in one piece. Lorries are a little bit on the dirty side, so they'll have to get washed before we send them off. We need to get everything unloaded here shortly. First thing we are going to do is, well, this is going to be the farm that we're taking over. We'll explore that a little bit more in the not too distant future here. But first things first, we've got to get a barrel of fertilizer out of the back of this truck here, and we've also got to give it a wash and send it on its way because it's got a little bit further to go. So what we are going to do is just take it over to the store just up here, and then they have kindly offered us the loan of their little telehandler thing, so we can get out our fertilizer, drop it off at the farm, and also we'll use that to help us with the unloading, generally speaking. Just gotta remember the controls for this. Ah, there we go. That's how you open the doors. You can turn the lights off. Okay, let's hop out of here, make sure everything's still good in the back. Lovely. Okay, just turn the straps off quick. There we go. So yeah, we've got this little stack of barrels here. So it's a lovely little JCB this. It's a fairly short wheelbase, kind of squat little thing. Actually quite nice. We may have to consider getting one for the farm. We'll see how it does in the just in the unloading process. I'll have a think about that. I'm not sure how expensive they are though. It could be a little bit out of our price range, at least early on. But we'll see. Okay. Oh dear, no, we do not want that lime as well. That is not for us. And lovely, yes. As you can see, I'm fantastic at driving these things. I can't even get out the ramps right. I'm not sure. Ah, that might be why. The front end is slightly wider than the back end. And it's got a bit of a jiggle on there. That's okay, maybe we won't get one of these then. Okay. Let's see if we can do it like this. Yeah, it's not the world's longest arm on this thing. Yeah, it may not be four-wheel drive. That could be part of the problem we're having. But, well, we'll get it sorted. No problem. Oh, still got a hold of those things at the back. Okay, there we go. That's just got the fertilizer barrels for us. Okay. Well, for now, we'll just pop them over here out of the way. Here we go. Pop this back in here for now. Okay, and we should give this thing a little bit of a wash, so we'll drag this over there and hose her down, because it's been a pretty long drive from Germany, not from Germany, from England, all the way through Germany and France and whatnot, and Poland as well, because we're on the far side of Poland. You can see it better from this side. Let's give it a good wash. Get it cleaned up, and then this bad boy is off to Ukraine. It's got a delivery for MrSealyP tucked away in the back there. It's all been approved by customs. We've got all the forms and everything, so we'll send that on its way over to him. And with any luck, it will get there in one piece. Hopefully so. back in here. Obviously it's theirs, so I don't want to take it too far out of the way. Yep, let's get this thing sent off. And there he goes. Lovely. I say he, it might actually be a she, I think. But yeah. And yeah, let's head back up to the farm up here. Make sure we don't get run over by any errant cars, because they can be a little bit mad around here. But yeah, so we've got the rest of these trucks to unload here. And we'll take some things back up into the farm. Let's open the gates here. There isn't too much here, from what I understand. We'll have a chat with the family here in a minute. I'm sure they saw us arrive, but yeah, they've sold off pretty much all their property and all their machinery and equipment and everything, except for this tiny plot of land. So let's have a quick look at the map, shall we? See where we are. Okay, yeah, we're up here. Yeah, just above the shop here. So we do have a chicken pen and a silo. And equipment-wise, all we've got is what we brought with us. So that's not a lot of stuff, really. Land-wise, if I can get that to pop up, here we go. Yeah, we've got this one little patch of land. That's all that's left. They don't have anything else in the map here. They own no more land. Unfortunately, this is only worth 90,000. And if we hop over to the finances here, we see down at the bottom right there, they have a loan balance of basically £1.25 million pounds. It should be euros. I always forget to change these things, because you know I'm good like that. So there we go. That's done. And if we go back to the finances here, we should see, yep, it's in euros now. So £1.25 million. So even if that piece of land does get sold, they are not going to make much of a dent in that debt. So what we are hoping to do here is to basically bring this farm back to life. And we're going to use precision farming techniques and some of the equipment we've got here. Obviously we've got fertilizer sprayer, and there should be, I'm not quite sure where they left it for us, but yeah, so the folks that were over here doing the soil sampling for us from Feldspar Geology, they should have left us the Asaria, what's it thing, soil sampler around somewhere. Not quite sure where, but we'll find it. It's probably in one of these sheds here. But yeah, so for now I shall leave you guys here. We'll get these trucks unloaded at the start of the next episode, I think, and we'll see where we go. But yeah, I appreciate you all hanging out here. If you enjoyed watching whatever this was, then please hit the like button and subscribe as well. That'd be awesome. And above all else, cheers for watching. Hopefully we'll catch you next time here in Lubelska, Dolina. Adventures of Feldkorp. Cheerio, everyone.